welcome to ET Auto. We are at the Kia India Pavilion at the Auto Expo 2023, and today we are in conversation with Mr. Hardeep Singh Brar, Head of Marketing and Sales, Kia India. Welcome to ET Auto, sir.
Thank you so much, Suman. Thank you for being here.
Yes. So we have seen two new concepts from Kia here on day one. So can you give us a gist of how or when we can see them in production probably for the India market?
So, frankly, these two EV9 concept and the K4 are so while EV9 is a concept and K4 is an actual car, but we are trying to take feedback from our consumers as to what they like about this car in terms of body style, the design, the interiors, the technical features, and very importantly, both these cars will come with loads of autonomous features. So, Auto Expo gives us a platform where we can take feedback from them to understand what they expect from these cars, and very importantly what is the price point they are looking at. So once we collate the feedback, we will decide when we really want to launch them in the Indian market. But as of now, this is for the showcase.
Also, globally, Kia has plans of bringing up 14 BEV like battery electric vehicles. So, can you give us a gist how many can we see from that portion to coming to India?
Yeah, so we are investing $22 billion for these 14 BEVs. Right now, one car is certain, which is a mass production car, which will be launching in 2025, which is grounds up EV, made in India, made for India. But besides that, out of the balance 13, we are looking at what can suit our market. So the study is going on. It's still some time away, but the only certainty is this grounds up EV. And of course, last year we launched the EV6, which has got a very good response so far.
So, talking about the mass market electric vehicle that you are saying, could you give us a hint of, or where is it placed in terms of cost effectiveness? Is it going to be, sub 10 lakh or 15 to 20 lakh bracket?
So very difficult to point that out at this stage because still it is in a development stage. So we'll understand, what are the pricing of the components, and by that time, hopefully, if the battery cost come down, which we were all expecting it to be, but right now the battery costs have actually gone up over the last couple of years. So very difficult to crystal gaze into the pricing at this point in time. So the focus is on product development, and I think pricing is always the last thing because you don't know about the taxes as that point in time. Right now we have very strong subsidy on the electric vehicles with only 5% GST. You don't know how the GST is going to pan out. So that crystal gazing will do when we are closer to the launch.
So also this year's budget is just around the corner. So do you have any specific, request from the government, or are you expecting anything special in terms of electric mobility?
See, last 2 years have been pretty good for the automotive industry. The growth has been in excess of 20%. But if you look at pre-COVID, the growth rates were not too strong, and these growth rates are on the back of good bounce back and a lot of pent up demand, I would say. But if we need to continue with this growth trends, especially in wake of inflation, interest costs increase, and also the global crisis which is going on, I think these growth rates do not look very practical. We are looking at about 4 to 5%, or it may stay flat as well. So any kind of subsidy in terms of taxes, because we have some of the highest taxes, so it can really help to improve the sales of the car in the marketplace.
Also, Kia being a new, not really a new entrant now, but I mean, Kia entered the India market in 2019, and since then we have seen the growth really growing well. You have entered the top five the top five car makers, and you have made your position there. So, could you share because also you have products in the SUV segment. But globally, we have also seen products in different segments. So, do you have any plans of bringing up a sedan probably, or a hatchback maybe in the India market?
Strategically, we want to focus on we call in our parlance, we call it recreational vehicles and RV, which includes SUVs and MPVs. So when we entered into the India market, we were very clear that the shift is happening to SUVs and MPVs, and we want to stay focused on this because there's a lot of strength in being focused on a small portfolio, which is not all that small because it is now 50%. 5 years back, it was about 25%, less than 25%, and we took a call that yes, we want to be in this space, and it really worked well for us. And we want to be known as a company which is into RV and not into small cars. It also gives a flip to our brand. So we want to stay focused on this product portfolio.
So how much is the EV penetration in your total PV sales in India?
So right now we've just launched the EV6, which is priced at the entry is 60 lakhs and the top end is 65, 66 lakhs. So we are into a space which is 50 lakh plus. We are not into a mass market, but we planned for 100 units last year. Ended up booking more than 400 units, and we sold those 400 units. So as a percentage, it may look very small, but given the fact that we're operating in this and competing with the luxury cars in the market, I think we feel very proud about these 400 cars that we have sold already.
So also your market share in India currently stands about 5 to 7%. So do you like see that going up to 10% anywhere in the next 5 years in India?
See, we've gained from 0 to 6.7 precisely is the market share we closed this year. And how we've been able to do is to always grow at twice the pace of where the market is growing. Last year, industry grew at 23%. We grew at 40%. This year, industry is pegged anywhere between 0 to 5%. Hopefully, we'll grow at 10%. And the process, whatever gain happens, will be a bonus.
Just one last question. Like last year, 2022 calendar year was a record year for the Indian passenger vehicle industry. So how do you see the industry growing? Probably this year.
As I mentioned earlier, there are a lot of headwinds in terms of inflation, interest rate, and also the global crisis, which is impacting a lot of consumers in India, especially the ones which are dependent on exports. So we feel that the growth rates will taper down. Should be about 5% is what it looks like, and industry would hit about 4 million passenger cars. I'm talking about the calendar year, so that's what it looks like at this point in time.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much for talking to ET Auto. Thank you, sir.